Now we're going to talk about what normal sleep is, because this is very important. It's hard to understand a disorder if you don't know what normal is supposed to be. So this is a normal night's sleep, and it looks daunting, but I promise it will make sense. Before you are asleep, you are awake. Have I lost anybody yet? No? All right, we can move on. At the end of the evening, we're awake. And to have some degree of wake during our night is actually a normal thing. It actually has a name. It's called NWAC, or number of awakenings. And if someone wakes up 4, 5, 6 times, that's actually within normal limits during the evening. Now we have two main sleep stages. We have REM. REM is our rapid eye movement. It is our dream sleep. Commonly, it's actually mistaken for our deep sleep. It's actually a very active brain process. There's a lot of things happening in REM sleep. One of the things that's happening is we're actually consolidating memories. We're taking short-term memories and making them into long-term memories. That's the reason why I may have a dream of someone who I haven't seen in 10 years. My son, who's 4 years old, will have a dream of a place that he was in just 2 days ago. One of the other things that occur during REM sleep is our body's muscle tone is low, almost like a paralysis. Why? So you don't crack your head. So if you have a dream that you're walking around or you're chasing your son or you're turning something in, you don't literally walk out of your bed. It's a protective mechanism. Another thing, you don't just dream all night long. We have different dream periods throughout the night. So that's one of the reasons why you may remember having more than one dream during an evening. It's one of the reasons why you may have a dream, wake up and say, oh, that was a good dream, I want to get back to sleep. You have different dream periods during the evening. Now, a very important thing to know is that that first dream period doesn't start right away the second that your head hits the pillow. Normally, you don't get that first dream period until 90 to 120 minutes. So after an hour is when you normally get that first dream period. Another thing is that these dream periods, they're more dense in the second half of the evening. That's why when your alarm clock goes off, you remember your dreams. All right, so we have another sleep that is not REM, and it's got a very complicated name. It's called non-REM sleep. It's not that complex. And we cycle during the evening between our non-REM and our dream sleep, our non-REM and dream sleep. And in between these times, many times you can't have a normal wake period during an evening. Again, you may wake up and remember part of a dream and want to get back to continuing it. Now, in our first half of the night is when we actually have our deep sleep. And just like you have a heart rate, and your heart rate will slow down as you start to relax, you also have a brain rate, and your brain rate also starts to slow down as you relax and then as you get into deeper stages of sleep. And during this deep sleep, your brain waves are really slow, and that's what it's called. It's called deep, slow wave sleep. That indeed is our deep sleep. And that happens within the first part of the evening. And that's the most refreshing part of the sleep. That's the part that allows us to wake up and feel refreshed. Now in this deep sleep, we're not dreaming. Our body's muscle tone is back. We're not paralyzed. And it's not a dream sleep, but you can have a thought, and you may think of something and you'll say it. Sleep talking. Or you'll think of a place and walk there. People may actually think of Twinkies when they existed, and they'll go into the kitchen and they'll eat a number of different foods, or sleep eating disorders. We have some parents that may come to me with a concern that their child is sleepwalking or sleep talking. They feel like they're not getting into a good sleep. But the fact is that you could only sleepwalk or sleep talk in the deepest stages of sleep that you have. So sometimes you may be sleepwalking or sleep talking, and it's not causing a problem to your sleep because you are indeed in a very, very deep sleep.